Hello everybody, it's Severall204 for the weekly update and Pants on Hedwig. Alright, it's not yet over, don't worry. Pants on Hedwig is still going on for a little bit. So if you're watching this and it's still the daytime of Sunday, you still got time to send in your Pants on Hedwig entry. We already have over 70 people this year. It's crazy. I'll talk more about it in the actual video, but oh my gosh. And yeah, I need to lower my computer monitor a little bit, so yeah. 70 people. It's crazy. We even got like the Runaway Guys and a whole bunch of people off of Discords that the Juker runs and just crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. So yeah, if you haven't joined in yet, please do. As for other things going on this week, there is... it's going to be a relatively normal week. In terms of uploads, I know last week I didn't put up the Pit of 100 Trials for Thousand Year Door. I'm hoping to do that this week. If not, you're still going to get the Hat in Time VOD videos. But Warriorland Shake It should continue on as normal. There should be a stream Tuesday and Wednesday. I know Wednesday is going to be kind of an iffy stream because it's Halloween, so everybody's going to be streaming, but I still want to try. This past week we started Kingdom Hearts, and I want to do that both Tuesday and Wednesday because there's a possibility that if I do it both days that we'll get to Halloween Town by Halloween, so maybe it'll actually be thematically appropriate, who knows. Regardless, I'm having a lot of fun with the game, despite just spending all my time on the bosses. Yeah. So that's going to be the thing for there. Last week I also started up Let's Play on Much Games Guides, Penny Arcades, on the Rain Slick Precipice of Darkness, episode 4. So, I had previously done episode 3. This is a direct continuation, so if you want to keep watching that, that'd be awesome. As well, coming up on Wednesday, the Sephiroth is starting up a new Let's Play of Undertale. John is going to be doing a run, a blind pacifist run, and I'm going to be doing a blind genocide run. So look forward to that. It's gonna be a trip. Yeah, that's pretty much it for like scheduling stuffs. Again, Pants on Hedwig. In terms of other things that happened this week, outside of Pants on Hedwig, last Sunday was Beldum Community Day. I got 4 shinies, including one that was actually good enough to evolve into a shiny Metagross, and enough candies for another Metagross. So now I have a regular Metagross and a shiny, and both of them are like 2900 CP, so that's cool. Let's see, what else this past week? I'll get to when I show the drawings, but on Tuesday I did an art stream because I was feeling really lousy. And it was just like a bunch of doodles, and it was really fun. I think we all had a good time. Wednesday, again, was the start of Kingdom Hearts. In the middle of the stream, Masay raided me again, which is crazy. It's twice now. So I was in the middle of the Trickmaster boss fight, so I didn't notice for like a minute. Again, last time it was in the middle of fighting Snatcher, and this time it was in the middle of fighting another boss. I was like really paying attention, and I didn't hear the notification. I look back, I'm like, oh my god. But I got to show everybody my the countermeasures that I made, so that was really fun. That was the second time I got to show it off. So that was really awesome. It made my night. And yeah, it was nice to just, I don't know, there's something about Kingdom Hearts, even like the really frustrating aspect of the fact that I stink at the game. It's just fun, and chat was really getting into it, so it was nice. It was very nice. And it's obviously nice when 100 people show up um, out of nowhere, and they're like, "Yo." So yeah. So this past week though was like it was a roller coaster. Like there were those high points, like people joining in on Pants on Head Week and the raid and the streams, and there were some really low points. Um, and I spent most of the week feeling like garbage, um, physically and mentally. And I'm still coming out of that, and I still like get those twinges. Um, but I'm better than I was at the towards the beginning and middle of the week. Um, but yeah, it got to a point where I went to my therapist on Wednesday. I see my therapist every week, and he suggested that I start scheduling a second session every week. Because there's just not enough time to work through the things I need to work through. Uh, and he's concerned. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna start doing that because that's a bigger step than I'm ready for. Um, but yeah, so I need to just like there's things I still need to work through. Um, but you know, I really hope I could just become a better person. Um, I don't make it easy for myself, but I really hope one day that eventually I'll try hard enough to become a better person. Um, but yeah, there's something. You know what? I was really gonna show you guys uh, things I drew this week, but the first thing I want to show you all or tell you all is something that Mom and Ella said to me. If I can find it. Um, Honestly, something very important. I'm looking through my likes on Twitter, and it's all the Pants on Hedwig entries, and it's just so cool to see all the people that like either I usually never talk to or whatever, and like joining in on this. It's so cool when you just get people to join in together on things. Ugh. Um. Anyway, advice from Mom and Ella. Know that you're loved. It's a good antidepressant when you count each person and think about how they're impacting your life, and then try to impact theirs in return. Gratefulness will eventually push the downs aside. And that's just something to remember. Just when you're having those horrible moments, you just think about all the people that have done good things for you and have positively impacted your life. And aside from remembering like what they've done and feeling good in the fact that people have done good things for you, think about what like drive yourself to then try to do good things for them. And it's something that I do try to do. Again, varying results, but like it's so much more fulfilling to do good things for people than to either do good things for yourself or just do things for yourself. Um, yeah, it's never easy, but knowing that you are not the one who is. No, I'm in the middle, reading in the middle of a sentence, but it's not easy. But sometimes you just move forward and you keep doing it. You keep trying. Um, but yeah, so there's advice from Mom and Ella, who I think is a retired psychologist. But yeah, so A few things as we finish up the weekly update video. I continue doing a whole load of Inktober stuff. I don't remember where I was showing you last time, but I'll just start from where I posted over here. But day 19 was Scorched. So I drew Wario being burned by fire. I really like this one. I think the fire came out nicely, and just the overall effect of where I placed the line work and stuff. Next day was day 20, Breakable. I was not in a good mood. The Breakable is the Psyche, and I'll leave the rest up to your interpretation. Bad thoughts. Day 21 was Drain, so I did a little 8-bit theater comic. If you don't know what 8-bit theater is, and you like Final Fantasy, look it up, because it's amazing and hilarious, and it's a webcomic that went on forever. It's done now, but it's so good. Day 22 was expensive. I found a really good Gundam Tanaka cosplay on Amazon. And it's expensive, and I would only wear it like one day a year. Also, I'm fat. Like, another thing that really got me down this week was the fact that I somehow gained 15 pounds in the last month and 2 weeks. Despite trying to eat better and exercising at least 3 or 4 times a week. So, like, everything, like, not to get myself back into the mood, because I'm really trying to move past myself, but, like, everything I've tried to do this year has been a spectacular failure. Not the little things, like the big goals that I had for this year, been a spectacular failure. And I just felt really horrible about it. But we're not going to talk about that, because I'm really trying to just say I need to start from zero here and not dwell on the fact that I'm in the negatives. Day 23 was Muddy, so I drew Hat Kid from A Hat in Time in that one episode in Mafia Town where you chase that poor paranoid mafia guy around after falling in the mud. It was hilarious. Day 24 was Chop. So Kirby doing the Megaton Punch from Kirby Superstar. You know, when you have to do that. Thank you. And if you do it strong enough, you just break through Pop Star. So I really like how this came out. Day 25 was Prickly. So we did the Gigantor, which is an enemy in several Final Fantasies, starting with 6, I believe. And he's great, and he has a mustache. Day 26 was Stretch. So, of course, I had to draw Monkey D. Luffy. He's made out of rubber. How'd that happen? Yo ho ho. He took a bite of Gum Gum. So, I really like how this came out, too. Look at that. I did the last 4 of these last night. And day 27 is Thunder. Which, I mean, you can't draw thunder because it's a sound, really. But I drew lightning and implied the thunder. So I think it came out nicely. What I wanted to do with the black area is also, aside from making it contrast the lightning, which was the bright part, also make it look like rain. So instead of just making long lines, I made a bunch of short lines. Also this past week, I started working on my next Patreon drawing. And you guys can get a sneak peek of the initial sketch, which isn't exactly what the picture looks like anymore, but it's the initial sketch. And I think it still looks good. It's gonna be Sonya Nevermind from Danganronpa 2. I fixed the legs a lot in the interim. So hopefully that's gonna finish this week, but she is awesome. I love her as a character, and she is very pretty too. Being bothered. As for other drawings I did, there's at least 2 other things. One was this past week. Stephen George and Mal have a stream series that they do, a live stream series called Breakfast Stream, which is like Tuesdays and Thursdays, I think, where they just eat breakfast for a half hour and chat with people, and it's like it's the best thing. I usually wake up like in the middle of it because it starts at 9 a.m. But it was a little later this past week on Tuesday ish, right? Yeah. Because Steven was recording with the Runaway Guys. So they did a breakfast stream with Emil and Massey and John. Or Steven did. Mal was home. And so at one point, John curses. He's just like, "Yeah, what do you think of the Tim Hortons here?" And this is, I don't curse, so I can't replicate it. But Steven's like, "No, this is a family friendly." It's like, tag on a family friendly. They're gonna take my house away. It's better in context, but I drew the scene out. Just John is just like, I really like how Steven came out there. By the way, just like. And then the follow up, meanwhile, just a truck carting the house off. So I thought that was funny. And the other thing I wanted to show was, is really stupid. Again, like all the things I do. Oh, first of all, I didn't show you guys this. This is the art from the stream. So all of these were things that I. Focus. Come on. Sometimes this camera just doesn't like me. It's focusing on itself. Okay, I need to make the screen brighter. It's definitely just focusing on its own reflection. I have the most narcissistic webcam in the world. Come on webcam, come on. Focus on a face. There we go. See? Alima's face. So this was the what I worked on. We got a really nice Alima there. Morgan from Fire Emblem, K. Rool, Waddle Dee, Deku and Todoroki, Makoto, Majora's Mask, Mondo, Togepi, and Sonia with pants on her head. So if you want to check out the VOD, it's really muted, but it is up on Twitch, and I tried uploading it to YouTube, but guess what? It's really muted. It got like 40 different copyright strikes. Not strikes, but content IDs, so I deleted it. I'm not keeping that up because like it was like to a point where like I was just getting email after email. But yeah, it was a really fun stream, and I really enjoyed the art, and it was therapeutic, like crazy therapeutic. And the last thing I did was, so with Proton John being at the Runaway Guys theme, Luca Jin is back, taking care of Bagel, and Bagel becomes like a little hellion when John isn't there. So she said John could take Bagel with him next TRG trip. So Proton John replied, willing to trade one Emil for one Bagel. So my reply was, will that help, though? And this is how I would imagine trading a meal for Bagel. He would just do the exact same things that Bagel does, climbing up on the TV and knocking stuff over. So, aside from the fact that this has 360 likes on it, I don't know, I'm still laughing at it. There's something funny about Emil up there just doing cat stuff. Yes, it is important to entertain yourself, is what I'm trying to get at. But yeah, so thank you all very much for watching. Thank you all very much for putting up with me. It's, yeah, I'm not an easy person sometimes. But I really, I do try. Although maybe that's not always the best thing. There's a phrase. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. And I'll leave it off there. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for joining in on Pants on Head Week. And thank you all just very much for being you. I so very much appreciate all the different people that I know. And the fact that they're different. It's a learning experience for me. And I love it. I really do. Thank you. Bye, everybody. Bye bye.